Hello, Internet friends. I understand a lot of people are feeling anxious and they are uncertain about their future given that we are in a civil war at the moment. And I can completely understand because I am going through the same thing that you guys are going through. So let's talk about that and let's dissolve our anxiety and take control of our future regardless of what happens on our sidewalk and in front of our house. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to tackle this anxiety. First of all, we need to ask ourselves, what exactly are we feeling anxious for? What is the threat? And a lot of times I will figure out that there is absolutely no threat. It's just some generalized anxiety because of something that I heard or read, or maybe even other people around me are feeling anxiety and I've just picked up on that emotion. And a lot of times that will dissolve my anxiety. The second thing I do is I ask myself, well, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? And I really think about it. And after I think about what the worst thing is that's going to happen, then I plan for that worst thing that's going to happen, and that will dissolve my anxiety. All right, so let's say that step 1 and step 2 didn't work. So we got to move on to step 3 here. Now it's time to get out the pen and piece of paper, and we need to write out everything that is making us anxious, because if we do not figure out and accept what is making us anxious, it's just going to make us hide from it, and we're either going to lay in bed all the time and watch Netflix or lay on the couch or whatever it is you do and stuff garbage in our face or watch football. Whatever vice it is that you have, you will dive deeper into it if you don't face your anxiety. All right, so now let's move on to planning for our future. We need to have 2 plans for our future. We need to have one best case scenario. So let's say that we aren't in a civil war, and if you stay exactly where you are, what is going to happen to you in your future? I want you to plan that out. I want you to write out everything that you want to do and the steps you're going to take to get there. I know that seems like a lot of work, but once you do this, you will feel confident that you can conquer anything. It's just a wonderful process. And then the next thing you need to do after that is you need to admit to yourself, what is the worst thing that can happen to me? Is there going to be tanks rolling down my street? Are people going to be shooting each other up? Are people going to be breaking into my house to steal my stuff and even murder me? Those are very real things that could happen. And we need to face the facts, and we need to have a plan for it, because if you do not plan for your future, other people will make a plan for you, and that may not be very pleasant. All right, so now we've made all these plans, and what we will do is we will implement both plans at the same time because we are capable of multitasking. If you need some further help, you can look up Brian Tracy on goal setting, listen to Jim Rohn for inspiration, Darren Hardy. There's just a whole lot of people online who can be your virtual mentor. All right, Internet friends, I'm going to wrap up this video. I am going to remind you Americans that you are the hope in the darkness for those who live under tyranny. You bring hope to those who have lost hope. You are the descendants of pioneers, settlers, conquerors, and frontiersmen. It is in your genetics to persevere. The communists can throw anything they want at us, but it is in our genetics to survive. And not only survive, we built the greatest civilization ever known to mankind. It doesn't matter that it's kind of taken a few steps backward. We will recover. We will rebuild. Thank you so much, Internet friends, for listening. I look forward to your comments below.